friends, May Flom here, Craft with May. You're in the studio. Today we are talking about a supply that I do not make jewelry without anymore. Whenever I'm wanting to string beads, if I want to take beads, string them together to make a bracelet or a necklace specifically, although you can use this product for other things too, I am talking about soft flex wire. Soft flex beading wire. I'm looking through my stash and most of them are the medium. Most of them are medium. It comes in all sorts of different colors. Why is it so important? Why do I stand by it? Why is this the only beading wire I have in my crafting supply? Let me explain.
This is a supply where quality really matters. Can you break it easily? If someone yanks on it, if it gets caught on something, will it fall apart? Other brands, the answer can be, oh yeah, and I've had big problems in the past. Enough so that before I discovered Softflex, I had given up on strung jewelry outside of one-time use or costume cheap stuff because I couldn't trust my supplies. I switched to Softflex beading wire. As I mentioned before, usually the medium. It has treated me really well for all of my projects, being sturdy enough, but not too thick. I also use their crimp tubes, which is what secures the wire into place. Are they the cheapest? No. But do they save me money and heartache by upping my jewelry quality? You bet. It's worth every penny, and you will find no other brand of either bead tubes or the beading wire in the studio. Ever. Period. So what is it? Beading wire is a soft, flexible product meant for stringing beads. You will always see the ends of it, which is why soft flex coming in not just metallic hues, but all sorts of colors is really appealing to me. I've made necklaces, bracelets. I've also made keychains, bookmarks, and all kinds of other stuff with it. And because you can use it in all sorts of different ways, you can also leave some of the longer parts of the wire exposed or use the beading wire almost like a chain. And it's a cool look. If you go look at my shorts videos, my Deadpool and Wolverine video features this in red and yellow soft flex. So how do you use it? You're simply going to put your beads onto it, then crimp each end to a chain, clasp, ring, or other component. You can do the bead first, or I like to do one end, string my beads, see how it looks, see how it hangs, and then do the second end. There's really not a right or wrong answer here. Softflex sells a wonderful crimp tool. You're not seeing it here because it is lost somewhere in the studio bead mess. Oops. But any crimp tool will work in a similar way in that you first make sure the wires are not crossed, and then you press to secure them, and then you repeatedly move the tube around, pressing and securing it. Then it's up to you if you're going to string a bead over, or if the bead is not big enough, you can also just snip off the excess, and that's fine too. Fun little note here. I keep tugging on the jewelry to show you that it holds. Just so you know, I have the grip strength of a female bodybuilder or wrestler. I can yank. This stuff is solid. A few final notes. You will want to leave a bit of space at the end, especially if you're trying to do a bracelet. I recommend trying to bend the piece, seeing if there's enough give. It will vary depending on what you're making. I will also note that there are optional crimp covers for the beads for two possible uses. Either you don't like the look of a crimp tube all done up, or if you find your bead is too big and sliding over the crimp tube, the little bead cover thing, that fixes that right up. I hope you found this helpful, and now you know why you only see this beading wire here in the studio. Love it, can't get enough of it, and stay tuned for future tutorials, not just of beading projects with this particular product, but also other greatest things and products that you will find me using in the studio pretty much exclusively. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.